address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue, better known as Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now, faking the give. Ball inside the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Dalton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Dalton to throw. Pressure too much, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This will be from 47 yards. No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Love going up top. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Dalton. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers and offensive backs.
On 3rd down, here's Hubbard.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. He'll go for it with coverage. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here's Williams on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Love firing to Golden. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A good play action with Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Rosegood.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. Renfro brought in motion. Here's Dalton. Open man, that's Renfro. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
2. Leggett in motion. Now on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, on is Sam Martin to punt. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. He'll look to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Love. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Man, you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Much happening there, just a short game.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing, Dalton. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now it's Dalton. Throw complete to Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Brown. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones, and you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In motion goes Dobbs. On play action, he'll set up to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
2nd down throw for Love. That one caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. We are through 1. 6-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. 2nd and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. That's Dobbs open left side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Love. That one caught. He finds Bolden. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Packers First down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. His 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
At the 5-yard
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're...
On 2nd down, Love. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
3rd and goal. Here's Love. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
McManus's kick is good, and the Packers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
Especially on the speed catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Panther first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
This one taken in by Renfro. And he'll be down here. It's only a gain of a yard.
At his own 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the get, it's Hubbard. short pickup, taking this to the 49. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third and 7. Dalton. In trouble, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And 10.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Packers.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
In motion goes Dobbs. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and got a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Musgrave. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run it straight ahead with Jenkins. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent, as much as you are playing against this clock. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
So now then, first and goal from the 1. Jacobs. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Backed up to the 3, it's second and goal. Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is first and goal from the 1. They'll run with Jacobs. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Dalton. Oh, a loose football. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, Honestly, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Now Dalton. He's got a man! That's McMillan! That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Second and 10. Dalton to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. The Panthers will take their first. Talk things over before 3rd down. Could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to kick it away. This is taken at the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Packers going to use their final timeout now as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft.
Love's pass complete to Tucker Kraft. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Sky Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Play action, Love. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
It leads to second.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Here's Love to throw. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
This one, returnable. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. This drive started on the ground and covered. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a good yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
The quarterback could have handed it He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback. And they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Dalton. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and lead to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the give, it's Hubbard. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now it's Dalton. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down and 10.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
To throw is Dalton. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Here's Love. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. In motion comes the tight end Evans. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Dalton. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good for
A gain there of 24 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
31-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. The motion man is Sanders. They'll go again with Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
4 yards.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Hubbard will take it in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
A lot lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one with the ball finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Panthers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Packers 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Williams now to return. Uh-oh. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. J.C. Horn coming in from his cornerback spot to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Love to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Just a quick read by the linebacker on that running back screen. He beats everybody to the spot and blows this play up for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll try to hit him with a screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain
on the play.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense and their back Chiba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run with Hubbard, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Dalton to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
In motion goes Dobbs. Go play action with Love. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Packers.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It's 3rd and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On comes the Packers punting team. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside one. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Give up the middle, it's Hunter. The ball comes out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll run the sneak. Fighting for the marker, he loses the football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Panther first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It will be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll run it here with Hubbard. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Panthers first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now Dalton. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Throwing now on third and long. This one taken in by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll look to throw. Forced out left. They'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. It was 4th and 3. They picked up 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Short one there, caught by Tremble. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. Oh, the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Dalton. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
4 yards on the
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Dalton. That into the hands of Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Leggett in motion. To throw is Dalton. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
touchdown.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. He's got it. Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Packers 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Love to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
That's to the left side and taken in by Golden.
Complete to Matthew Golden. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on downs. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Panthers, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Carolina.
Another run here with Hubbard. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Now, faking the give. And he's in. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers tack on one more to their lead.
Packers 10.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On first down, it's Love. That's caught at Savion Williams. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
15 more
Last
yards.
play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and
Similar
2
to a tight end, the
at
slot
Panthers'
receiver is often
22-yard
considered
line.
the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Green Bay. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
17.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.